I bought this place for peace. 3 years ago, I left the chaos of downtown life and traded a cramped condo for 2 quiet acres on the edge of Lake Halden. My little cedar cabin wasn't impressive, but it was mine. Best part: the long 600-foot gravel road leading up to my driveway, tucked behind a row of towering pines. I'd spent $80,000 grading, clearing, and maintaining that road. According to my deed, it was private property, and I liked it that way. My nearest neighbors were the residents of Halden Pines, a gated community about a quarter-mile down the hill. They had an HOA, the kind of group that policed lawn heights, mailbox colors, and approved SUVs. I'd made the deliberate choice not to join when I bought my property. My land sat just outside their boundary lines, which suited me fine. But the HOA president, Vivian Ashworth, hated that. Vivian was the type who wore power like perfume, sharp, intoxicating, and suffocating all at once. 60, Botoxed, and always draped in designer linen, she'd once cornered me at the farmer's market to invite me to voluntarily join the HOA. When I declined, she gave me the kind of smile you give a child before slapping their hand. That was our last conversation, until last Friday. I'd just finished a brutal 12-hour shift and was driving home when my headlights landed on something that stopped me cold. My gravel road was gone. In its place stretched a perfectly paved asphalt drive, complete with fresh reflector stakes and a brand new green sign that read, "Greater than, Halden Pines Private Drive, HOA Residents Only." I blinked hard, thinking maybe exhaustion was messing with me. But no, the road I'd built with my own money had been erased overnight. An envelope taped to my mailbox sealed it. Inside was a glossy wall letterhead with a printed invoice for $3,200. Beneath it, a note from Vivian. Greater than, Dear Mr. Rhodes, you're welcome. As part of our community upgrade initiative, we've paved the shared drive leading to your property. Please remit payment within 30 days. Vivian Ashworth, HOA President. I laughed, but it came out strangled. Shared drive. According to my deed, the road was mine, front to back. I parked, tossed my bag inside, and walked straight down to Vivian's McMansion at the cul-de-sac's end. It was nearly 11 p.m., but her porch was lit like a runway. She sat there with a stemless wine glass, legs crossed, surveying her suburban kingdom. "Vivian," I barked, holding up the letter, "you paved my road." She lowered her sunglasses, at night, mind you, and gave me a thin smile. "It's not your road anymore, sweetheart. It's a community access point now." "You're joking, right? That road's on my deed." "Not anymore," she said casually. "We voted unanimously. You can't just vote away someone's property rights." Vivian's smile sharpened. "You're not in the HOA, which means you don't have a say. But you do get to pay your share." I took a step closer. "Tear it up, Vivian. Now." She stood, swirling her wine before setting it down with deliberate calm. She leaned in, close enough that I smelled expensive perfume and cheap Chardonnay. "Listen carefully," she whispered. "Around here, we do things together. You either play nice, or we make it hard for you." For a moment, I just stood there, my chest heaving, jaw clenched. Then I turned and walked away without another word. That night, I sat at my kitchen table, staring at the crumpled bill. $3,200. My property. My rights. And this HOA thought they could walk over me like I was nothing. And that's when it hit me. Vivian had no idea who she was messing with. Because by day, sure, I ran a small contracting business. But my real income came from something else entirely. I owned Roads Recovery, the largest private towing company in the county. And we had exclusive towing contracts with law enforcement, including every enforcement zone inside Halden Pines. If they wanted to play games, fine. I'd play harder. Part 2. The night the HOA went silent. Approximately 1,550 words. I didn't confront Vivian again. I didn't call a lawyer. I didn't even complain. I smiled the next time I saw her, and that unsettled her more than anything I could have said. By Tuesday, the HOA newsletter landed in my mailbox. Vivian, of course, grinned on the front page, standing proudly beside her asphalt project. The caption read, "Greater than, thanks to our community upgrade initiative, we've modernized shared infrastructure. Even non-member residents are benefiting from our investments." Beneath it, a reminder. Greater than, payment for your portion is due by the 30th. Perfect. I had everything I needed. That night, at exactly 2:03 a.m., 3 of my tow trucks rolled silently into Halden Pines. My guys knew better than to ask questions. We started at Vivian's house. Her pristine white BMW X5 went first, hooked and gone in 90 seconds. Then her husband's Range Rover. Then her son's Mustang GT. All three disappeared into the night without a sound. From there, we worked methodically down the cul-de-sac. An Audi Q7, a Tesla Model Y, 3 brand new Jeeps, a Lexus hybrid. By 4:45 a.m., we'd towed 23 vehicles. Not one alarm blared. At sunrise, I brewed coffee and waited. The first scream echoed across the pines at 7:12 a.m. It came from Vivian's place. Then another from across the street. By 7:30, the cul-de-sac was a hornet's nest, neighbors shouting, phones glued to ears, kids late for school because, well, there were no cars to drive them. I strolled down my freshly paved road, mug in hand, enjoying the chaos. Vivian spotted me immediately. She stormed across her perfect lawn, her silk robe flapping behind her. "You!" she shrieked, jabbing a manicured finger at my chest. "Where are our cars?" I sipped my coffee. "No idea. Maybe they got towed." "Towed by who?" "County enforcement," I said, shrugging. Funny thing about paving a private road without permits, technically, every vehicle on it was trespassing. Her jaw dropped. You can't do this." "Oh, I didn't," I said, lowering my voice so only she could hear. "My company did. Roads Recovery." Her face went pale. That's you." She sputtered, "This is extortion." "No," I said evenly. "This is community maintenance." By noon, half the HOA was lined up outside Roads Recovery HQ, demanding their cars back. They got them, after paying $750 per tow, $100 per day in storage fees, and signing a liability waiver acknowledging they'd trespassed on private property. I made $19,250 in a single morning. But I wasn't done yet. The following week, I filed a formal complaint with the county zoning board. Vivian's paving stunt violated 3 environmental codes, 2 HOA charter provisions, and, best of all, state property law. The county came down on them like a wrecking ball. The HOA was fined $48,000 for illegal alterations. They were also ordered to tear up the asphalt and restore my gravel road to its original state, at their expense. 2 months later, my road was back. Paid for entirely by the people who tried to steal it. Vivian avoided me after that. No more newsletters. No more invoices. Not even a passive-aggressive, friendly reminder, note. Halden Pines went quiet. Exactly how I liked it. And every time I drive past Vivian's house now, I make sure to give her a little wave. She never waves back.